Okay, tell me when you want me to start wobbling. Waffling away. Rather.
Go for it.
Okay, well I went to boarding school down in Dorset, and the little sort of building I lived in, there was kind of 4 of us in the building and 1 member of staff, and they're not very cool people. So we were in this little bungalow, and it was right next to the woods, right at the edge of the school, which was set in these beautiful grounds. Right near us there was a fantastic tree. It was an oak tree, and we used to climb up it just because you get amazing views as well. But I remember one time where I was sitting in the tree with my friend Guy, and we'd gone down to town and got a roast chicken, a bottle of wine, and we were sitting in the tree, whipping a roast chicken off very Henry VIII, and necking a bottle of wine as lots of people were wandering past underneath, but particularly this one teacher who was, he was just foul, really horrible person. Used to be in the army, and kind of had that, I think he'd never lost that mentality about control and order and hierarchy and all that. So he was a real bully, but it was just the pleasure of just sitting there swigging wine as he wandered past underneath us. Yeah, it was definitely, that was an experience I remember, and that's more than 20 years ago. So yeah, no, and there were some fantastic trees there. They had oaks, and they had the tallest plane trees in Great Britain, apparently, down by the river, because the whole school was in this old stately home, and it was completely bounded by this big curve in the river Stour. So we used to walk down to town along the river through these beautiful plane trees. But yeah, the oak tree was the one I climbed.
Where was that?
It was in Dorset, near Blandford.
Right.
So
have you been there since?
I've been there once since. I took my partner there to show them round, and we just drove in, saw the school, and drove out again. It was really weird.
Right.
Really weird going there. But
right.
I'd never go back to a reunion.
No,
Still
no.
not my thing, but the tree was. The tree was good. I like the tree.
Was the tree within the grounds?
Yeah, I mean the grounds were, because it was a big old stately home. That I'm trying to think what the family was. The Portman, so Portman Square in London, Blandford Street, that whole sort of area behind Marble Arch in the middle of London. That they own all of that.
Right.
They had to sell the house because of death duties in the 1920s or something, because 2 of the earls or whatever they were died, and they didn't have the money to pay the death duties. So they turned it into a school in the 1920s, and it's got 700 acres and 2-mile drive and a river and beautiful like grass tennis courts, and the house is beautiful as well, but surrounded by absolutely gorgeous woods with these beautiful plane trees and big oaks, and I can't remember what other trees were there, but I just remember sitting looking out over the cornfields.
Cool.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, it was very cool.
How about going to climb that tree and eat some chicken and drink some wine up it?
I suppose that
bring a few people.
The problem is it's right in the ground, so it's private property, and I don't think I'd be able to.
You don't think we could ask?
I suppose we could do. It's possible. Yeah, that would be quite cool.
No, you're not ex-student.
I am an ex-student. Yeah. Apparently, I think their most famous son was Terence Conran. There we are. He went there as well. And well, he was expelled actually, but they always name check him to show what a great school it was. Which is a bit cheeky. But
that's hilarious.
So yeah. Yeah, no, that would be quite cool to go back there actually. Have a whole load of roast chickens.
Yeah.
They'd probably have to be free range now for me, but I could manage that, I reckon. And then some nice wine with a screw cap, or maybe with a proper bottle. I think maybe a bottle opener would be nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Do it properly.
Do it in style.
Yeah, proper glasses.
Why not have someone serving?
That would be quite cool.
Like a waiter. With
the little thing over your arm.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the little white cloth.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be good.
Should we do that?
That would be quite
Should we
cool.
arrange that?
I'd be up for that. That would be quite cool.
Silver service up a tree.
That would be quite cool. It's whether they'd let us do it in that tree. I mean, I'm guessing the tree's still there because it's an old tree, but
yeah,
it's changed quite a bit since I was there. It's gone a bit It used to be quite alternative, and it's not really anymore. So
right.
I don't know. And then the little building I was in, that's gone. It's been knocked down.
Right.
And the tree's probably still there. Yeah.
And you were telling me about the lichen?
Oh, I don't know which, there's 2, lichen is made out of 2 species. One is a plant, and the other I think is a fungus or a bacteria, and the one, I think it's the plant that you can see on top, and then underneath, they're like symbiotic, they support each other basically. This tree is fantastic, absolutely covered in lichen, but all the different ones, that little bit's the plant, and then underneath I think is the fungus, and they sort of attach to each other and they feed each other, and yeah, which is, I like it. And there's some nice mosses as well actually, but yeah, the lichen are beautiful, all different shades as well, really nice.
Any other last tree thoughts?
Yeah, I wish they hadn't cut the ones down in our local park in Bristol, because apparently one little branch had fallen off or something, and so they just cut down a whole row of 40-year-old trees and replaced them with new ones, which is fine, and they've put a double avenue instead of a single, but it's going to take another 40 years to get to that level. So,
there's a tree, have you seen near St Mary Redcliffe, there's an enormous weeping willow.
It's not in the churchyard.
No, it's on not opposite Coronation Road. And there's like an enormous weeping willow in looks like council flats.
Oh, at the back of the estate with the low bits. There's the high bits further. Yes, yeah. I think I do it right near the bridge to Asda.
That's it. They've just trimmed it completely, like it's just a stalk. Can you imagine?
So that's really sad, especially because they're like, what's it? What do they call them? The city's lungs, don't they? Because they create so much oxygen.
Oh, really? Weeping willows, or particularly
trees generally. But they've got to be big trees because you need the surface area of the leaves, and then they make a big difference generally to the air in a city, which is why it's really important to have big trees in the streets and that sort of thing. But because the leaf fell in the middle, and in fact trees are stronger. If they rot in the middle, they tend to be stronger because the winds, they can move in the wind.
Oh, right.
So you get big old sort of oak trees that are completely hollow in the middle and still go on living for years and years and years.
Yeah.
The wind can come through so they don't buffet it so much.
Right.
Is that a word, buffet?
Yeah. I think you can get away with that.
You can do buffet, yeah. So yeah, trees are good.
Something else you said that I wanted to pick up on, but I can't remember what that was. That's cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Pleasure.
For taking the time.
It's a pleasure. Nice
seizing the day.
Exactly.
Cool, yeah. I'm sure we could talk about things actually continually about trees and...
Yeah, I love it. This is absolutely beautiful. It's like it's been painted. It's like someone spent ages sticking
Yeah. Oh, do you mean with the lighting? The colours and...
I mean the tree's beautiful as well, the bark on it and everything.
The shape of it and the kind of...
Yeah. It just looks really old, doesn't it?
I expect it is. Quite an old tree. But yeah, no, the city's lungs. I was wondering actually, like, because Bristol's got quite a high amount of trees.
Yeah,
apparently for a city of its size.
Especially quite green.
Which you wonder, how does that actually affect the population? If you've got that much more.
I reckon.
Do you think?
Mentally it helps. I reckon. I work in mental health, and there's lots of research to show that if you get out in green space with trees and plants and things, they've done lots of I mean, it's qualitative. It's not statistical, but they've asked people with mental health problems, I think general population as well, looking at if they feel it's improved their mood, and it was way into the 90% of people that said it lifted their mood. It's not the same just going for a walk. It's got to be in greenery.
Right.
And trees are obviously a big part of that.
Yeah. But I was wondering scientifically if you get more... Like
air-wise and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it does filter out, because it filters out a lot of the pollution, and obviously the more trees you've got, they photosynthesize, so they're putting oxygen back into the air. So I think it does, I think it can make quite a difference, which is why it's nice to live right near a park like we do, because we've got lots of trees. And we've got one in our garden, but that's only small. So.
Cool. I think it might start raining.
Okay. We'll probably go out in here.
Yeah. Okay, thanks very much. What was your name again, mate?
Luke.
Luke
McFayden.
Great.